Wait,
I
did I go first?
think
Yeah, you
so.
went
Yeah,
first.
you went first.
Yeah.
Yeah, you went first.
And then T-Man went, I think. Should I go first?
Sure. Then I'll go.
Oh wait, what do you say the new player goes first?
Oh, yeah. Wait.
You don't have a book to
Wait.
read.
Okay.
Okay, server story 1.
Yep, here we go. Server Story 1. Okay. The Admin Loses It. Server Stories Volume 1. Written by Paranoid_Android. There once was a player named Lakerman, and he had the questionable idea of starting a Minecraft server. This soon turned out to be a really terrible decision because he ended up creating the greatest Minecraft server ever made, Minecraft Country. This was, of course, bad for Lakerman because he now had to deal with all sorts of new problems. New players constantly wanted free items. Old players constantly needed new features. Meanwhile, the server plugins just worked, except when they decided to not work. And when Lakerman sought out their developers for updates, he found out that the developers had never actually existed in the first place.
Perfect.
His internal server problems could be said to be the least of Lakerman's worries. By virtue of hosting the greatest Minecraft server of all time, Lakerman inadvertently became a person of interest and received unwanted and dangerous attention. The Hypixel network was quick to receive word of their newest and most competent competitor. Immediately, the Hypixel Intelligence Agency, HIA, put together a team to deal with the situation. Minecraft Country soon found itself under constant subterfuge and coordinated attacks. HIA agents constantly spammed the chat and incited violence, and also distributed all manner of
Wow.
illegal hacks and exploits. Lakerman did his best to ban the Hypixel operatives, but they were endlessly persistent and well funded by the seemingly limitless credit cards that children stole from their parents. Furthermore, Minecraft Country began to experience DDoS attacks from Hypixel, and Lakerman found himself quickly losing control of the situation as the average player's ping sat around 10,000.
That explains it. That explains it.
The situation seemed hopeless, as it seemed Hypixel was hell-bent on driving Minecraft Country, and Lakerman in particular, to ruin. In a desperate attempt to throw off his adversaries, Lakerman hid his true identity and changed his username to Ken. Unfortunately, this didn't really do anything, and Ken was forced to continue to ban an endless deluge of accounts from bots and HIA agents. This happened each day, and no player on Minecraft Country knew this was the real reason why Ken was always so busy and the server becoming more and more laggy. It was exhausting labor to combat the foul machinations of Hypixel, but Ken knew himself to be a man of determination and did everything he could for the sake of his perfect Minecraft server. However, every man has his breaking point. One day, the voices became loud, unbearably loud for Ken. Ken, how do I set my home? Ken, TP to me. I want to show you my pet sheep.
Oh!
Ken, can I use X-ray? Ken, can you give me admin? Ken, why is it so laggy? Ken, fix my player warp. Ken, I think one of the plugins broke. Ken, can we get a dirt to diamonds recipe? Ken, I lost my account. Give me my stuff back. Ken, XX underscore noob underscore player underscore XX is bothering me again. Ken, I think this server sucks. I'm going to go play Bed Wars on Hypixel. Enough! Shouted Ken. Is this enough? Is that enough? Am I enough? Ken's username disappeared from the player tab, and nobody dared to say another word.
No.
Nobody saw Ken for a few days, and people went back to their business, oblivious to the looming threat of industrial espionage that would cause Minecraft Country to become non-operational. Ken was still doing his duty of protecting his server, but unfortunately, something in the man had broke. Ken was now about to do something he had never dared to try before. Ken searched around for a seaside player warp and stumbled across Atlantis. Ken decided this would be perfect. He then underwent the transfiguration. All right, I name drop a person I don't really know on this server. Hopefully he doesn't like read this someday and like get pissed off. But anyway. Eventually, the owner of the player warp, Marty Gras 76, was walking through his underwater tunnels when he suddenly heard a voice call out to him. Marty, came the voice. Hey, Marty. Ken, replied Mardi Gras 76, are you in my base or something? Marty, the villager trading hall, Marty, the voice said with an echo. Come to the trading hall. Marty entered into his trading hall. All the villagers glanced at him before turning back to the center of the room. Something had terrified all the villagers into silence. Ken, where are you? Mardi Gras 76 asked. In the center of the room, on the floor, Ken answered. Are you in spectator mode and gonna, rearrange my inventory? Mardi Gras 76 nervously asked. Mind the sea pickle, Ken replied. Marty saw a lone sea pickle in the middle of the room. He went over and eyed it with extreme caution. What, I'm gonna break it and you're gonna spawn some phantoms or something? Mardi Gras 76 asked. Come over and mind the sea pickle, Marty, Ken insisted. You're not gonna regret it. Mardi Gras 76 mined the sea pickle with his sword, not wanting to be unarmed for even a second. The item floated there, and slowly he picked it up. He opened his inventory and saw the sea pickle had been renamed. Mardi Gras 76 then understood. I turned myself into a sea pickle. Kid declared, I'm Pickle Kid.
No!
Oh no! Correct.
Mardi Gras 76 immediately threw the sea pickle back onto the ground and disconnected, resolving to take a long break.
It explains everything!
Meanwhile, the villagers all stared at the sea pickle with terror and reverence. While Ken tried to figure out the command to turn back to normal, his moment of madness proved to be having monumental consequences elsewhere. The HIA was busy logging all of the server's communications, and when they heard that Ken had turned himself into a sea pickle, they all agreed it was the funniest thing they ever saw. They laughed so hard they hurt themselves and had to be permanently hospitalized. And so this is how Ken managed to defeat the entire intelligence apparatus of Hypixel. In the end, Ken was more than enough.
Let's go!
Minecraft Country remained victorious as the best Minecraft server ever. The end.
Bravo! Bravo!
Encore!
That was beautiful.
I think I wrote that this morning.
I wrote mine just now. Are you guys ready to hear the
Where's your book now, not Marty?
Hi, I'm Marty.
King-Man.
Are you ready to hear about the adventures of Dude Man 4?
Yes.
Alright, let's do this. John the homeless guy was an ordinary man. He lived under a bridge where it was very dry and moist at the same time. John the homeless guy's routine consisted of waking up on a bench, mugging a guy for money, buying beer with said money. It looks like I just had a brain fart over there. He bought beer twice with money. He then drank the beer and then passed out. Such is the wonderful life of John the homeless guy. On occasion, John would not pass out from absorbing the beer, and he would absorb magical powers from the beer. Then he would transform into Earth's mightiest hero, Dude Man. There was a dastardly villain named McStiggleton. He was stealing all of the sticks in Country City. People needed sticks, for they were used as weapons to beat people up, or to create weapons to murder people. They were sometimes used to create useful excavation tools, but it was usually just murder. Swords were considered illegal due to their lethality. That did not stop people from making swords and then murdering people. However, McStiggleton was actually heavily decreasing Country City's death rate by 65%. And then they realized that they were playing Java Edition, crafted axes instead. Murder rates rose even higher. Days later, McStiggleton had successfully stolen all of the sticks. Now people had resorted to fighting with their fists, or inflicting heavy blunt force trauma to their opponent. A new system was then implemented. People who want to kill each other would simply play a simple game of rock, paper, scissors. The winner would automatically win the dispute, and the loser would be executed. So, McStiggleton finally revealed his master plan. Using his immense pile of sticks, he created a gun. Upon entering a rock, paper, scissors battle, he would use the gun and instantly win. It was a magic. His opponents didn't even need to get executed, for they just died on the spot. Using the system, McStiggleton rose to a high position of power. However, on a blackout drunk night for John the homeless guy, he was visited by the ghost of Abraham Lincoln. He warned John the homeless guy about McStiggleton and how he was exploiting the system to become powerful. Ghost Abraham Lincoln was then suddenly assassinated by Ghost John Wilkes Booth. The dream ended. He woke up on a very comfortable bench. It was a British bench, designed specifically to keep homeless people from sleeping on them. However, John the homeless guy was simply just better, and slept on them anyway with no negative consequences whatsoever at all. John immediately... Oh my goodness, I need a moment. Okay. John immediately mugged a man named Billy, who had recently been let out of federal prison. Billy did not survive. And 8 hours later, was found naked dead on the middle of the street, with plenty of tire marks decorating his body. After absorbing 83 beers, John the homeless guy finally absorbed his magical powers, almost blacking out due to sheer power that he now wielded. Dude Man had come in his time of need. He got into his car and immediately caused a car wreck, running over some guy he stole money and clothes from. People thought this was funny, and then proceeded to also run over this strange man. John's neighbor, Justin, was declared Country City's best vehicular manslaughter specialist. This was not the first vehicle violence Justin had committed today. His car now flame. After wrecking into Justin's car multiple times, he ran away from the scene and tripped on the pro-naked body that somehow got on the street. He hit his head on the pavement and passed out. In his dreams, he was visited by none other than the ghost of Abraham Lincoln's ghost. Abraham Lincoln's ghost gave a very energetic, inspiring speech about freedom and was then assassinated by John Wilkes Booth's ghost. A shame. John the homeless guy woke up on the American bench, which wasn't homeless man proof, outside of Country City's government building, where Mick Stickleton was putting up nice banners of himself. A banner found Barry, giving him permanent brain damage that he would never recover from. Barry was not having a good day. He was dumped last night after he got mugged by a homeless guy. Now he had been demoted to a simple pencil pusher at the Country City government building due to McStickleton's restructuring of the entire government system. Barry was not happy, and now he is chronically impaired for life. John the homeless guy mugged Barry. His pockets were empty, so he pants Barry in the middle of Country City. John the homeless guy walked into the building unopposed. Oh man. Waiting for him was Mick Stickleton. He had set up an elaborate trap in order to take out Country City's mightiest hero. The chandelier above John's head was loose, so were the 49 other chandeliers in the room. Past Country City leaders spent their tax dollars very wisely. So, using his gun, Mick Stickleton shot down each chandelier one by one. All of them missed, and now he was in serious financial debt. Before Mick Stickleton could react, a black limo drove up to Country City's government building. A group of professional-looking men in black suits and sunglasses stepped out. It was the IRS. Mick Stickleton vanished from existence. Their work done, the IRS agents left, leaving John the homeless guy as the victor. He was knocked out by a falling snack. The end.
What an end! What an end!
Thank you.
Yay.
That one was crazy.
I told you it was the most unhinged one yet. Was I wrong?
That one was brutal, man.
Oh my goodness.
Mine is only 9 pages long, but and it's
Short
not
and sweet.
funny, it's a nice palate cleanser.
Yes, after that.
The Great Villager Scandal of Spudshire. The peaceful village of Spudshire was thrown into chaos when Mayor Wubblebonk announced a shocking new law. From this day forth, potatoes are banned.
Ah!
The
What?
villagers gasped. A cow fainted. A baby zombie clapped for no reason. No one knew why the mayor banned potatoes, but rumors spread faster than a chicken in a minecart. He's allergic. He's starting a carrot cult. He lost a bet with a wandering trader. He thinks potatoes are spying on us. But one brave villager
How they
refused to
know?
comply. Sir Starchy McMath, the village's #1 potato enjoyer and part-time dramatic actor. Starchy formed a secret underground resistance movement called the Order of the Forbidden Spud. They met in the shadows. They whispered in hushed tones. They ate baked potatoes loudly. Things escalated when Starchy led a midnight protest, waving a banner that read, "Potatoes are people too!" They aren't, but the message is powerful. Mayor Wubblebonk confronted him in the town square. "Starchy," he said, "why defy me?" Starchy raised a potato to the sky. "Because some of us," he declared, "like our carbs." Then he revealed the truth. He never meant to ban potatoes. He simply misspelled tomatoes.
What?
The villagers cheered. The cow woke up, and a creeper tried to join in on the celebration and was gently escorted out.
Whew.
And thus, potatoes were legal again. The Order of the Forbidden Spud disbanded, though they still meet on Thursdays for snacks. Mayor Wubblebonk enrolled in a spelling class. The end.
Bravo! Bravo!
Bravo!
This is the modern era
Yay!
where a lot of people don't know how to spell things, so that is very good.
What a quaint
Thank you.
story.
Very calming after the last one. I think this was a very productive night.
Yes, it was.
Hang on, it's nighttime still.
I'm still holding on to my 55-page
No.
long epic.
Oh,
I'm gonna take
You're
all of
writing
these
a
and put them
whole
on my
oh wait,
bookshelf.
hang on. It's not even night anymore. It's daytime now. Sorry, guys. That was beautiful. I'll go ahead and store my copies.
I'm going to put these on the bookshelf once I get home.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't it amazing how you now have an actual exit?
No.
Oh yeah, you can walk out instead of fall out and die. I guess.
Oh my goodness. What have I begun? It all started with Dude
I know
Man.
exactly what I'm going to start writing. I need to get a book now.
Oh no.